How is it going, fight fans? Joey G from Wrestling Headlines, and I am honored to be joined once again by the Boricua badass of Impact Wrestling, and now one half of the Knockout Tag Team Champions. I'm talking with Miss Tasha Steelz. Miss Steelz, thank you so much for joining me today.
Hey, Joey, thank you for having me on. I appreciate you, my guy.
Oh, I appreciate you. It's good to talk to you again. You know, last time we spoke, we had a lot of fun. You know, we talked about being on the NWA and Impact on the same night. We talked about future possible opponents, but we also talked about your relationship with Kiera Hogan and how excited you were to prove to the world that you two were a dynamic duo. And now, at Hard to Kill, Fire and Flava lived up to that promise by becoming the new Knockout Tag Team Champions. Do you guys feel validated after coming up huge on one of Impact's biggest stages?
I mean, we told everybody from the minute that we both appeared together on Impact Wrestling, just coming up about a year ago, it'll be about a year in like another 2 months, that we are going to be the most dominant, and not just as individuals, but as a tag team. And Hard to Kill, I think we proved everybody right, didn't we, Joey? We proved everyone right. But you know, we have some ways to go. Beating Having and Nevaeh wasn't easy. I mean, yes, we beat them 2 times before, but the third time was like really harder than the last 2 because they did come with more than just their A game. Like they completely brought it. And you know, we proved that we were hard to kill. And now we're just waiting for the next ones to step up. Past, present, future, we do not care. And we're going to let y'all know how dominant we are on this Knockouts division.
Ooh, I got chills just thinking about the fear that Fire and Flavor has been instilling in this Knockouts division. You kind of already answered my next question, which was, you know, tournaments for pro wrestlers are always very grueling. You know, and you certainly had a stiff level of competition in this Knockouts tournaments, especially everyone was vying to be crowned the Knockout champions again since the promotion brought them back. What would you say was your hardest matchup on that path? I know you kind of already talked about, you know, your finals opponents, but taking us back through the journey, would you say the finals was the most difficult?
No, none of the matches were easy for us. You know, we started with the Sea Stars. I've in the past had my run with the Sea Stars. I've had my run with one half of the Sea Stars, which is Ashley. I don't believe Kiera has gotten in the ring with either one of them, so I was able to brief her up a little bit about how tough these competitors are, and they are definitely tough. You know, they're from the New England area. I faced them a couple times in the Northeast, going up and down the Northeast. So yeah, they're very tough. We were glad to get through them. Then it was getting through Taya and Rosemary, which was I wouldn't say our hardest, but we had our pass with them, not beating them. And despite what people say that it was Deanna and Kimberly that helped, it wasn't them. They just to let you know, Joey, they did not help us win. I don't know what their problem was, but Deanna and Ty already had their time out. So that was all me and Kiera, all right? We beat Taya and Rosemary. We did it on our own. And with Having and Nevaeh, it just kept getting harder each time. So I can't say we had who was the hardest, who was the easiest. Everybody were tough. And you know, if we had to do this again, we'll do it 10 times again with these same opponents.
I know I have utmost confidence that you and Kiera can. And honestly, listen, I'm not even going to say anything about no outside interference. My glasses weren't as polished that day. All I saw was you two were victorious round after round, and you got it done at Hard to Kill. Now, Hard to Kill took place at Skyway Studios in Nashville, which has kind of become Impact's home during this current COVID-19 pandemic. How is it feeling to be like, is it starting to kind of feel that way? Like, are you guys getting super familiar with that home atmosphere, or are you looking to kind of get back out in there when things kind of safen up a little bit, hopefully soon?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I think I speak for, you know, everybody. I miss the fans. I miss that adrenaline rush. I miss the crowd. I miss when like my music hits and I come to the curtain and then you just get that burst of cheers, or you get the burst of boos and you get to heckle the fans back. I do miss it, But at the same time, I have adjusted over this past year. I have adjusted to working without a crowd,
Hmm.
and it has fit me very well. Going back to my training days where I would train and wrestling matches with my trainer with other people, including Deanna, who I used to train with. And we would wrestle with no crowd. It would just be us and a couple of other students. So it was just, to me, it's just a natural thing. Wrestling without fans, wrestling with fans. Either way, you're still gonna get 100% Boricua badass, and she will not change either way. So I'm used to either or.
It's just I hear you saying you miss people heckling you. I don't know anyone in their right mind who would have the nerve, the audacity to try and heckle the Boricua Badass because, you've been now with this company. Even last time when we spoke, you instantly came in, instantly made an impact, no pun intended. Now you're carrying one of the most prestigious titles in the company's history after coming back. You get to do it with your very, very close friend, Kiera Hogan. You are certainly
Mhm.
proof that not only you belong, but Tasha Steelz is going to be a name that people will think of instantly when they talk about Impact. Now, another big thing going
Oh,
around with Impact, which I'm sure you are aware of, is got kind of this little cross promotional rivalry going on with AEW. I know you're all
ooh.
focused on your tag division and making sure that you and Kiera are going to remain the top dogs in that division. Do you have your
Mhm.
eye on any opponents from the other league?
I mean, this is the whole thing of me and Kiera being the best women's tag team. We don't want to just be the best women's tag team in Impact. We want to be the best women's tag team in the entire world, Joey. This is why we are so dominant. Like, we don't care who steps up. Anybody from any promotion, any challengers want to step to us, they can get it anytime. I have my eyes on everybody that feels like they can compete with fire and flavor. That's who I got my eyes on. So whoever has the time, we got the place and we got the days. Tuesday nights on Access TV at 8 p.m.
Oh, that sounds certainly like a challenge that could go out to anyone. And if anyone's brave enough to try and step up to fire and flavor, I got a bad feeling that they are about to be melted. Tasha, this has been so fun. I only have one more question for you before we get going. Now, you faced, we talked already about the tournament. A
Mm-hmm.
part of this tournament was like a pro wrestling icon in women's wrestling in Jazz. How
Mm-hmm.
was it kind of having her backstage? Were you able to learn anything from watching like the old grizzled vet do her thing? Just talk about any experiences you could about Miss Jazz.
Oh my God. Like, I was getting excited to think that either we would be facing Havoc and Nevaeh in the finals or Jordan and Jazz. And I was like, oh man, if we're facing Jazz and Jordan in the finals, like, this would be like, I don't know, just like facing like a close relative. Like, seriously, like, I looked up to Jazz for so long, and I watched her for so long. Like, like a couple of girls like I would be in the locker rooms with, they used to call me Baby Jazz, and I would take that as a high compliment because I just love this woman, and just her being there, you could pick her brain about anything and everything, and she gives you so much history of the stuff that she's been through and stuff that you can just learn in the future. And she's got a little retirement tour coming up, and I told her, I was like, you could come stop by the Hard Knocks of Steels and we can go. I don't know if I'm gonna be victorious, but I'm gonna give it a try.
It'll be something that we all look forward to you trying. I'm happy that you said that Jazz inspired you. I could honestly say, coming from a fan's perspective, you're going to also be one that inspires the next wave. So people are going to be starting creating their own little baby Tasha Steelz, their own baby Boricua badasses. But there is only one true original Boricua badass, and it is you, Miss Tasha Steelz. So thank you again for joining me, Joey G with Wrestling Headlines. Anything you'd like to plug on your way out?
Yeah, absolutely. Fire and Flavor, we got new shirts on shopimpact.com. So go and buy them shirts, cop it, tweet it out, well retweet it for you, show us some love. Of course, you can always follow me if you guys aren't following me already on Twitter and Instagram at Real T Stills. Show just Fire and Flavor some love, because we doing the ultimate come up. So keep watching.
Don't miss this trend, folks. You got to get on Fire and Flavor quicker than you got to get on these GameStop stocks. Tasha, thank you
Yes.
again. safe, wishing you and all of yours safety during these turbulent times. God bless. And I look forward to seeing what you guys do next.
Thank you. You as well, Joey. Thank you.
Thank you.